So in the book of 1 Corinthians, the Apostle Paul explains an approach, and he gives us a little theology that somehow slips off the table. So if you have a Bible, you can turn to 1 Corinthians 5, or I'll put it right up here. Real quickly, the Apostle Paul wrote 4 letters to the church in Corinth. We lost 2 of them. I mean, I didn't lose them, but in the first century, they disappeared. We don't know where they are. He references these letters. We don't have copies of them, but 2 letters survived. He went to Corinth. Corinth was like Las Vegas. What happened in Corinth, stays in Corinth. It was a very, very immoral, party city. It was a port city, about 50 miles southwest of Athens, if you want to find it when you get home, the ancient city of Corinth. Very, very pagan, very, very sensual. And so he goes there and he starts a little Jesus community and he teaches them the ways of Jesus, but they're surrounded by a culture that, is just not going to have any of that. So he would write them letters of encouragement. Here's how you follow Jesus in a culture like that. Here's how you follow Jesus in a world like that. Well, he gets news wherever he is that there's really some really, really nasty stuff going on in the church in Corinth. In fact, he gets news, there's something going on in the church in Corinth that even the people outside the church thinks, nobody does that. And so he's addressing this what are you talking about? You gotta be kidding me kind of issue. And in addressing this issue, he gives us some insight and some teaching into how Jesus followers, disciples, are to respond to people who've decided not to be Jesus followers. So here's how the story begins.